Alright, so here's another one I just played. This one is Slivers. That collected company Slivers deck that did really well at the tournament not too long ago. I keep it because I got a bell, I got the blue mana, I can self-mill into a bridge or recur whatever I need at instant speed. And if I need to, I can put something back on top. My opponent played an Overgrown Tomb turn 1, which had me worried that I was playing against Jund, but I noticed he put it into play tapped and didn't play a discard spell, so I wasn't sure what to make of that. So the Inquisition here, I was still afraid I was playing against Jund until I saw that hand. I was like, oh sweet, Slivers. That'll be just fine. All I need to do is dig to a bridge quick. And I did have to worry about that Vindicate Sliver, but turns out he only runs 2 of those in the deck. It does turn all of his Slivers into Vindicates, but see, I put the Revival back on top to dig into a use Stirrings, and I grab the Spellskite. That way when I do get a bridge, until I get a bridge I have a blocker, and when I do get a bridge I have a way to keep from having to get destroyed. And there's my bridge, and I draw a Lantern. So play a Lantern, recur bridge. Now I noticed here my opponent, when I did that discard, I noticed my opponent had 2 collected companies and he hasn't played it yet because he doesn't have a 4th land. So I started ghost quartering his lands and keeping him off mana so he can't get that 4th mana. And I don't have to play those Stirrings now, and I know that Ghost Quarter is going to be useful in destroying my opponent's mana base, so I Ghost Quarter, my opponent decides not to shuffle away, so I'll go ahead and grab another Ghost Quarter. And my opponent is able to get that Mana Whiff Sliver, which was unfortunate. I was a bit worried there. I was happy to see the Abrupt Decay on top though, because that meant even if my opponent, I could destroy the Mana Whiff Sliver. Now here my opponent did make a mistake. So I Abrupt Decay the Sliver. He should play, in response, play a Collected Company, and then get a Sliver into play, and then he can, or 2 Slivers into play. And, hopefully, and for him, he's hoping to get one of them be the Vindicate Sliver. If that were to happen, then he can tap those Slivers for mana, sack it, get rid of that, and bridge, if he's lucky. I don't see it happening, but you know, he might be hoping for something. And either or at least get rid of the Spellskite. But I got a Decay on top, so he's only going to be able to get rid of one thing, either Spellskite or bridge. Probably want to get rid of bridge. But either way, like, then he's going to be tapped out. I decay his dude, and I can recur bridge, and I'm still good to go. But here, he just taps them all for mana, and then lets the decay resolve, and then does the Collected Company. And he whiffs on it anyways. So now I know my opponent has no plays, so I go ahead and Pithing Needle his Ether Vial to keep him off of being able to play it if he happens to naturally draw it. And I want to take a look at his hand, make sure he doesn't have too much, get rid of that Collected Company, and that should be about game really here. But he stays in there just in case, I guess. I know right now the mill plan is going to be likely faster than the burn plan with the Spell Bomb, and I'll be able to draw into more mill rocks if I go with the mill plan. And more protection for bridge. Go ahead and draw that, and then try to mill into another mill rock. But instead I get a Revival. So I hold them because I don't need to use them right now. I really wanted to get rid of that Temple Garden, but my opponent wasn't having it. And he held on to the garden, which was interesting. So this time I grabbed the Shredder just in case I needed to recur the Surgical Extraction at some point. And there's that Sliver. Now here I am. My opponent doesn't have the mana to play Collected Company, but I figure I'll get a good look at his deck, and I Surgical during his upkeep, make him discard that, get rid of all the other ones, and see what else he got. He only has one Necrotic Sliver left in the deck. That's his only out, and so I have 3 low rocks. He's not going to draw it. So now the deck's just on cruise control. There's that Necrotic, and my opponent concedes. So that's the Sliver matchup. Not too bad. All I gotta do is keep him. Let's see, that was what, game 1? Yeah. Let's see, game 2. This is where now my opponent brings in Harmonic Slivers, and I bring in Pyroclasms, and I bring in Welding Jars, but again, I keep the hand. It's got bridge, it's got incursion for the bridge, it's got half the prison. So I set up to do a second turn Inquisition. And my opponent immediately starts trying to go on to beat downplaying as quickly as possible. I wasn't sure why, that was interesting to me. And then I saw my opponent's hand with Inquisition. I draw that Pyroclasm, which is great. So now if my opponent doesn't play quickly, I can just bridge. If my opponent tries to play quickly, I can class him. And I mill like crazy here because I figure I can self-mill. I already have a Pyroclasm, I don't have to worry about milling those away. I'm looking to try to self-mill into a Lantern quickly. Now here I kept the Ghost Quarter untapped in case my opponent tried to attack with Mutavault, so I can make him waste his mana and time. Pyroclasm away. Things are good. Things are real good. Got that Welding Jar, it's extra protection against bridge. I hold on to that Decay just in case, because I don't really need to use it now. Now I wanted to be able to Spellbomb his Sliver and then Abrupt Decay something if I had to, but I didn't have all the mana that I needed to do that. Right there I was really afraid he was going to collect company into some way to get rid of my bridge or Welding Jar or something. There's that Lantern I was looking for. And it's just in time because there's a Necrotic Sliver on top. It still wouldn't have been enough because he didn't have the mana really to do a whole lot. He would have had just enough to try to destroy 2 permanents and he would have had to tap everything to do it. And not even then, because hold on. Even then he wouldn't have been able to do it because he would have only been able to get 6 mana, 3 to play this. Oh well, no, he would have. Yeah. So we use Vial to Vial it in, and then sack 2 Slivers to try to destroy bridge because Welding Jar would save 1 of them. So it would have been alright, honestly. Plus I could Abrupt Decay in response and cut off some of his mana, maybe some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Abrupt Decay, probably that Sliver. But here my opponent makes a mistake anyways. He targets a Welding Jar and Ensnaring Bridge with these 2 triggers. He should have targeted both on the bridge. See, now I can just sack the Welding Jar to save the bridge and I'm okay. I think I still would have been okay because I can just, I don't know, like Let's see. I'm at 14. My opponent can attack for 9. And yeah, I think I still would have been okay. I would have had to try to get that bridge back quickly. But yeah, or I could dig for bridge with stirrings and mill myself to try to dig for another bridge. And I could still get rid of one of these attackers, or I really want to get rid of that. But either way, my opponent makes a mistake and it wins me the game, pretty much. I'll go ahead and get rid of that sliver.
You know what? I think I have burned the brownies. Maybe not. What's that all about? That's why it's festive. Or anything. I thought you used a timer for the one in here. Did you hear it go off, Vic?
I don't know.
You don't
it
know?
might have. I might have been paying attention to this.
It's just very done.
Alright, my opponent concedes. So, yeah, that mistake cost him the game. That's my mother-in-law, everybody. Down here visiting.